listener. You're still tuned to 88.1 FM, BCA Radio. I know you've been waiting for our program, your program, the program, Good Governance, on your number one station east of the Niger. We thank God for his faithfulness, always. On this platform, we talk about activities of government. And then we'll listen to the people tell us their reactions. We move from one ministry to the other, one agency, commission, parastatal to the other. And so today is not an exception. We are with State Examinations Development Center, and their director is here. I feel good when I see a woman heading an agency. And now we're in the education sector. So in the studio with me this morning to talk about this agency, State Examinations Development Center, I have Mrs. Uchoma Peace Kano, a fine woman. Madam, you're welcome to Good Governance.
Thank you very much.
Well, she came with her entourage. I have the State Director of Information, Lady Chika Ojinwoke, and her assistant, Helen Ifime-Kowulu. I also have the PRO, Examination Development Center, Abia State, Ojeji Ozochi Chigozie. We have a full house. Well, it's the radio goddess, your regular anchor on the program, Ijoma Wakama. I urge you to stay glued to your radio set and listen. Try as much as you can to get us and participate when the time comes. We're talking about education, and we are going as low as first school living certificate, examination, junior WAEC, and all that pertains to primary and basic education, because they fall under Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education. We'll be talking about a lot of things. Ensure you listen. You can join us on YouTube. Just type BCA Radio TV. You get us live on YouTube and participate. You will call us on the number 0814 299 1448. 0814 299 1448 to ask questions as the case may be. All right. Without wasting much time, let's go straight to the business of the day. State Examinations Development Center. I am here with their director. As I earlier said, so madam, can you briefly tell us the role of the State Examinations Development Center in our education system?
All right. Thank you very much for having me. The State Examination Development Center, EDC, is responsible for, we plan the exams, we conduct, we supervise, and we process all state level examinations. Our core mandate is to ensure that exams that are conducted in the state are credible, they are standardized, and they align with the national education goals. We serve as a quality control mechanism in order to safeguard academic standards. Thank you.
You're welcome, ma. And it appears this is your first appearance on this program.
Yes, it is.
Okay, and so that means after now you'll be coming from time to time
All right.
because we need to get our people literate enough. At least we should have up to 90% literacy in Abia State.
Okay.
And
That's
so,
important.
what measures are in place to ensure the credibility and integrity of state examinations?
All right. Exams have a lot of things embedded in it.
Okay.
We begin with the sourcing of these questions. We have professional item writers. We do this sensitization
Professional
for
item writers. Are they part
yes.
of the system
Yes, they are.
or they are outside the system?
They are not part of Examination Development Center, but they
Okay.
are, we call them
But they're in
ad
the
hoc staff.
education
Yes.
system.
Most of them are teachers.
Okay.
Yes, we call them item writers. We begin with their training. We train them to set questions for these pupils. And during exams, we deploy supervisors who have been sensitized. And we also have independent monitors across centers. Our goal is simple. Candidates must earn his or her results fairly. Candidates must earn his or her results fairly. This is our main goal.
What do you mean by that? They must earn it fairly.
Yes, what I mean is that if a child writes and gets all he writes, the student must get the scores fairly. It then means that if a child passes, the child must pass. We ensure that the child or the candidate gets what he or she writes.
Okay. That's you're saying if the child answers questions correctly,
Yes.
he should be given his or her marks.
Yes.
Okay. So how does the center tackle examination malpractice?
Examination malpractice is a cankerworm that is affecting every sector of the state. It is something we need to take seriously. EDC has strengthened its monitoring system. We collaborate with other stakeholders to monitor this exam. We work with school authorities and supervisors to ensure that exams are conducted properly and fairly. We also continue to educate students, teachers, parents on the importance of integrity in our examinations, because our certificates must reflect the true knowledge and ability. And our message is clear on examination malpractice.
Okay.
And what is that message? Hard work is the right path to success. Hard work pays.
Okay. Before we get to the next question, can you tell us? A lot of people are listening. They may have one challenge or the other. Like I told you before we started the program, we have people who are in need of this first school living certificate. Some want to undertake junior WAEC and they do not know how to go about it. Maybe due to one thing or the other, they couldn't partake in it when it was their time. It's not as if they didn't go to school, but life happens.
Okay.
Some may not really find it easy to enroll then for first school living. It's not as if they are still teenagers now. Some can as well be teenagers or older, maybe adults. How do you think they should go about it so that somebody listening will know how to actually go about it and obtain his or her first school living certificate and then proceed to further his or her education?
Thank you very much for that question.
You're welcome.
For adults, when I mean adults, those who are 18 years plus.
Okay.
We have our adult education centers where they can go and enroll
Okay.
and write these exams.
Okay.
Yes, we have the adult education centers.
Okay.
Yes,
But you still administer the first school living exam for them.
yes, we do.
Okay.
They just go there to enroll, to register, but we
Mhm.
administer the question papers to them.
Okay.
Yes,
So have you started for the next first school living exam?
yes, we have.
The enrollment.
Yes, I've
So
started
people can still come now.
and enroll.
Till when?
The exam comes up in July.
Okay.
The registration ends in May.
Okay. We have barely 2 months plus.
Yes.
All right. Esteemed listener, you can join this program by dialing the number 0814-299-1448. We're talking about getting your first school living certificate. That means participating in the examination. And this is very, very necessary for a lot of people who are in need of that. That's why we say always listen to the radio to get information. Information is power. And I know we are aware of that. And so, the recent, okay, let's go this way. What are the recent reforms or improvements introduced under your leadership?
All right. One major reform under my leadership is the introduction of the mandatory central promotion exam
Okay. At
for
what class?
SS2 class.
Do you have any for JS2?
No, we don't.
Since you have junior work
All right.
and senior work.
We just started last year. We're beginning.
Okay.
Subsequently, we'll join the JS2. We'll also have the exams for them.
Okay.
Yes, we have these exams to ensure that students are prepared for external exams like WAEC, NECO, and JAM. And
So if you didn't scale through, you won't take WAEC.
if they don't scale through, it is now left for the school to give these candidates extra time to study, give them extra lessons to prepare them for the exam, and also to know that these students who have failed should repeat that class.
Okay. Okay. We see some parents who want to sort their way out and ensure that their child scales through. Have you had that experience?
Yes.
So parents will insist that a child must get to SS3.
As I said earlier on, hard work pays. Now, if these students are given time to read and study on their own by their parents, the parents have a lot of role to play in the success of examination of their wards or children. They should encourage their children to read and study for the exam. And when they encourage them, definitely they will pass. Now, when they want to sort their ways, we don't tolerate sorting. We do not tolerate it. All we encourage them is to tell your ward to study and read. And definitely that child will pass.
But is it possible that everyone must pass an examination?
Every child that studies must pass. Yes. I bet you.
Under normal circumstance. I have 50 students in SS2.
All right.
Are you saying it is possible for all of them to pass and get to SS3? Because we have situations where some may not.
Yes, some may not pass. That's why I said, if they study, I use that word, if they study, they will pass. Now, peradventure, they don't pass. That's why I said they should be given extra lesson. Give them extra time Now, if the school dismisses by 2, these students can be allowed to stay till 4 to brush them up in those subjects that they are lagging behind.
Okay. All right. And so, how does the center ensure transparency in results processing?
To process our results, we have multiple layers, multiple verification stages. Before these work scripts are marked, we call them work scripts. Before they are marked, they are collected. We have 3 levels of examiners. We have the assistant examiners. These are the ones who mark it first.
Okay.
Let's take, for example, Community Secondary School Isieke. An examiner gets these work scripts. She marks them,
Okay.
but they are vetted. We have what we call the vetters. The vetters go through
the way they do in
WAEC. Yes. They go through these scripts to ensure that they are all marked and they are marked properly, fairly.
Okay.
After that, we also have another level. We have the chief examiners.
Yeah.
Who also go through these same scripts to ensure that the vetters have done their work. So all these are in place to ensure that our results are processed in a transparent way.
So how long does it take for results to come out? Let's start with the first school living examination.
For the first school living certificate, we call it Primary School Living Assessment Test, SLAT.
Okay.
Yes. It takes about 3 months for us to release the
3
results.
months. Okay. And after the results, how long will it take to get the certificate? Because I could remember in those days we were asked to get to where we went for primary school to get certificates for first school living.
All right.
In this case, do you go to the primary schools or you go to a state exam development
you
center?
go to your school.
Okay.
They go to the school. And when the results are released, we give the schools 3 months to check if their names are correctly written.
Okay.
And their schools are correctly written before we start printing the certificates.
Okay.
So it takes about 3 months after the release of the results for the certificates to be printed.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Esteemed listener, I've been pleading with us to call and ask questions. I know some persons are in need of this first school living certificate. Not when they ask you for it, you now say nobody told you how to go about it. Now is the opportunity you have for you, or even that your child that missed it when he or she went to primary school. Okay. What challenges do you face and how are you addressing them?
Like every other institution, we face challenges such as logistics, evolving malpractice strategies. I call it a cankerworm.
Okay.
But we have put a lot of things in place to tackle it, especially with strong government backing.
Technology is everywhere.
Yes.
And I know that some persons will devise means of going about exam malpractice, thinking no one will notice.
Yes, that's what they think. But we have put a lot of things in place. Even if we don't get them during the exam, we get them during processing of the results. Yes,
okay.
ma'am. Yes.
Okay.
We check their scripts. If we find out that some schools, some candidates are writing the same thing, and we know that they have copied, there's a way we deal with such malpractice.
But the problem is trying to identify the source. Where you have, because we also encounter that in the main WAEC.
Yes.
You may have like 5 scripts, students who have written the same thing, but identifying the source may be the problem. But not necessarily mean it's the first person that they copied from. May even be the last person that these other ones copied from.
So
or
they
the
are
middle
all
person.
involved in examination malpractice.
But there's another thing we notice. You see people writing different answers correctly.
Okay.
They copied from somewhere, but there's no how you will know. Because these students answered different questions. Nobody copied from the other. So invariably, they will pass
They will.
if they write very well.
That's why I said we have monitors who go to the schools. They will not know when the monitors will come.
Is it during the exam?
During the exams.
Okay.
Call them monitoring officers. They move from school to school to check what the schools are doing. And sometimes we get them red-handed. And
what if some teachers happen to be part of the process? It's possible.
Teachers are the backbone of our education system. Teachers, they are the ones who can stop this examination malpractice. They are the ones who can do it.
But they keep saying it takes a thief to catch a thief.
All right.
So how do we balance this one?
We train these teachers. We train them. We tell them the effect of examination malpractice. We tell them the rewards that are embedded in being honest in conducting examination. We tell them all this. We train them.
Yeah.
So that they will be armed. They will know that examination malpractice is not anyone's friend.
Okay. So far, so good. So in a nutshell, you're telling us that you can vouch for your teachers, and if examination malpractice happens, it may be from another source. Maybe from the students themselves.
Yes.
Is that what you're telling us?
It can be from the student themselves.
Okay.
It can be from the student themselves.
Okay. Let me believe you. Yeah, I have no reason not to believe what you're saying. And so what advice do you have for students preparing for state examinations once you are sure that the teachers have done their best? But one thing is to ensure that teachers really gave out their best.
All right. For the students, I want to advise them by early, not a fire brigade approach. Avoid shortcuts. Trust in hard work. Examinations are meant to assess learning, not to create fear. Just assess what you have learned. Integrity will always reward in the long run. Integrity will always reward in the long run. Don't involve in examination malpractice. There is no gain in it.
Okay. There's this saying that examination is not the true test of knowledge. What's your opinion?
Examination, there is no way a child will pass through a class without being assessed. And there is no way you will know that someone goes through this level, whether primary, secondary, or even university level, without assessing that child. It is said that it is not a true test, but not a test. It is a test of knowledge.
Okay, but not the true
test of knowledge.
If it's not true, is it false?
It's not false, but it's a test of knowledge to test what you have learned.
Okay. Okay. No problem with that. As when you administer these exams, let's take for instance first school living certificate examination, look at the preparation before the examinations. You go around the schools, both adults and the normal formal education setting.
Yes, we do.
You have a monitoring group
Yes, we do.
and they go around
Yes.
and check on. But I have this other question, checking on the quality of what the teachers are really teaching the students for that class.
All right.
Do you do that?
Yes, we do.
And how?
We call it appraisal of exam
Appraisal.
facilities.
Okay.
The inspectorate department of the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, they go to these schools to check their teachers, check the classroom, check the scheme of work, check
And the teaching proper.
and the teaching proper. Yes, they do. They watch the teachers teach.
Okay.
So after their inspection, they bring us an approval letter that these schools have been approved. When we get these letters, we still demand that we will still need to visit these schools to check the exam facilities. And when my officers go, what they check the exam class, what they have taught, the scheme. Does it align with our own scheme, or have they covered up to where they should be? They also check the exam hall. If that hall will be able to accommodate the students for the exams. And we ensure that the exam hall has the capacity to contain all the candidates in the school, not necessarily class. So that in the next 4 or 5 years, this school will not be looking for another exam hall. That is what my officers check out for.
In those days in school, we noticed that some of these monitors or supervisors or whatever from the education sector, they will come to the class and ask us some questions to know whether what the teacher said he or she thought we understood, or whether actually they thought that. Because there's no how in a class of 20, you won't see like 5 to 10 persons saying, yes, we were taught this and we're. Remember when I was asked to describe the human skeleton?
Okay.
So they wanted to find out whether our teacher really taught us that. And we're like 2, 3 were able to describe it.
Yes, we still do that. When the inspectorate division go for the inspection, they watch the teacher teach for about 10 to 15 minutes. And during the teaching, the students are asked questions.
What about previous teaching? Must not be the one the teacher taught that day.
They look at the students' exercise books. They collect the exercise books and check what they have done. They also ask them for the assignment books to check what also the teachers have done.
Is it for only public schools?
Both public and private.
You know why I'm asking this question? So that on the part of the teachers, they won't think it's business as usual. You can just go to the class and do whatever you like and go. Once they know that from time to time, they will not be informed that some persons are coming to monitor and supervise what they do in class. I think that will put a little seriousness in some of the teachers, because some of them may think you can come and use a particular lesson note for as many times as you want.
Yes, the ASUBEB officials do that often. They visit the schools from time to time to check what they are doing. Yes, ASUBEB does that for primary school and junior secondary. While SCMB does it for the senior secondary. Yes.
Okay, that's good to know. All right, the program is Good Governance, and I'm here with the Director, Examinations, State Examinations Development Center. It's an offshoot of Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you. My name is Dr. Charles Ogugwaja.
Dr. Charles, you're welcome to Good Governance.
Thank you. I'm calling from Omo-Mayenta, Mbase, in Shalanga North local government area of Abia State.
All right. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. I've been listening with keen interest.
Okay.
I have interest because one of my postgraduate degrees
Mm.
with education.
Okay.
So what our guest is saying there is in order. It's in
Okay.
order, honestly. And we are lucky that we have a governor that is so passionate about education. And he has done everything humanly possible to make sure that the education sector is moving on in the state. Everywhere is bubbling. Schools, many schools that were not in order are now in order.
Mm.
And I'm sure that the quality of personnel we have are also set up. They are now working in tandem with what the aspirations of our governor, and is empowering them. That is good, because I've been following development in the state concerning that sector. Now, I have a question for our guests. You have talked about monitoring, supervision, inspection, and all that, and efforts to ensure that you assess your pupils have scaled very well. Now, I want to know if you also have certain mechanisms or what I may call motivating factors or you know, things that will motivate your teachers to do more work. Those ones who have done a lot in order to encourage them to do more. And the kind of punishment you've been dishing out to those ones who are erring. I would like these ones to be, you know, I would like to hear from you what you have done in those areas. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Charles. Madam, you had the question.
Yes, I do.
One, motivation to the ones getting it, and what you do to sort of, not that you're punishing them, but to be a deterrent to some others, those defaulters.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Ogubaja, for that question. For examination malpractice, as I said earlier on, take it seriously. Last exam we had, we told our examiners, the assistant examiners with their group, the vetters, and the chief examiners, that any schools that have been confirmed to have copied should be penalized.
Okay.
Penalizing them means reducing the marks that should have been given to them. Now, for those schools that have performed well, getting good grades is a sort of motivation. It's a sort of motivation to them.
The teachers involved, the teachers that made it possible.
For the teachers, I want to commend the state governor who has ensured that these teachers are paid and promptly. Yes, they are paid and they are promptly paid. And I also know that schools administrators also motivate these teachers.
Okay.
The ASUBEB does it for the primary and the junior secondary, while the SMB does it for the senior secondary, for teachers who have performed outstandingly.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We have a few minutes left on this program. Please, for your questions, dial the number 0814 299 1448. Ask your questions. Then, okay, let's take this last call and then we will continue. Hello?
But I'm coming back.
Okay, Dr. Charles.
Please, you tried answering the question in your own way, but you did not hit it the aware and expected. If you have a particular thing or things line up as a kind of motivation, encouragement for those who have done well, in order to make others, you don't need to hide them. Possibly go to radio stations or other media outlets and let the world hear them. Our governor, Dr. Alex Oti, is doing similar things. We don't need to hide them. You have not told me anything. You have always said you do this out. What are those things? Let us hear them. Let people hear the effort of our governor in all applications. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
I also say you don't have a particular one.
For now.
A proposal to our governor. So look at it. Because everybody is serving our governor cannot be everywhere.
Yeah.
You can help the governor and tell governors we need to do this kind of motivation for those who are doing well in order to encourage others to do more. It is important. If you have a particular thing in mind, or if you have done, please let us hear them.
All right, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, thank you, Dr. Charles. I think
yes, I
he
want to
wants
say
you to
something.
be specific. Not just in the teaching profession, even in other professions. People should be motivated and they should be given a name.
All right.
If you're buying a car for the best teacher, you're sending the teacher abroad for vacation for 2 weeks, you understand? It's just like saying, Ijoba, you're doing well. You now go to America for maybe 2 weeks vacation, something like that.
Yes.
It will motivate the others.
Yes. Why I didn't mention them, we are under the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education.
Yeah.
We have the ASOBE, we have the SCMB, and they do this work.
You've seen them motivate some teachers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Like how? Cash motivation?
And there was this school
Gifts.
Gift motivation.
For school or for the teachers? For
the teachers and students.
So that it won't look like one they will collect here first. And when we get to heaven, can negotiate for the rest.
I know one teacher that took his students for a competition in Abuja. The teacher was given a car.
It's not you're talking.
And the students were given laptops.
Okay.
Yes. These are some of the motivations.
Okay. So that others we can. I think you mentioned something. I say Okuafa. All right. So finally, what's your vision for the future of state examinations?
My vision is to have a state that is nationally recognized as a state that produces certificates that can be defended.
Okay, very important.
Yes, we are also building a fully digital system that our stakeholders can trust.
And where people can access their results.
Any
online. Part of the world.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they can. We have started the digitalization of the first
school when you say you pass first school living certificate, first school living examinations, you have certificate so year. We just open it and see it there, whether you passed or not. Yeah.
Yes. I also want to commend His Excellency, the Governor of the state, for his strong commitment to improving the education system in our state. We know that he has renovated some school facilities. He has given free education and payments of exam fees for public school students. We also know that he has selected and recruited qualified teachers.
Okay.
With all these enabling environments and with the continued support of our other stakeholders, examination in the state will be of a standard quality and it will continue to improve.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks a million. Mrs. Uchoma Peace Kano, Director State Examination Development Center, Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education. Thank you, ma'am, for coming on the program and for your wonderful explanations and insight into what is happening in the State Examination Development Center.
Thank you very much.
And to your crew, Ujeji Ozochi Chigozie, PRO, State Examination Development Center, Assistant State Director of Information, Meko Wulu, Helen Ifi, and the State Director of Information herself, Lady Chika Ochinwoke, and the rest of us in the studio. It's been the radio goddess, Ijoma Wakama, signing off and wishing you the best. Please stay out of trouble, enjoy your weekend, and keep listening to 88.9 FM, BC Radio.